Kid RPG! Greetings and welcome to Kid RPG. Coming back at you once again. This time we got some Shadowgate. It's an RPG from back in the day on the Nintendo Entertainment System. The game was pretty hard, I guess, back in the day when you didn't have like internet and stuff like that. But you just had to basically play the game and try every single combination. And the game's sneaky too. It puts a bunch of stuff in the game that you don't need for anything. So I mean, you gotta work your way through all that and see what's actually usable. But for the most part, this is probably one of the funnest NES games I've ever played. So without further ado, let's kick it. The last thing that you remember is standing before the wizard Lamar as he waved his hands. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded Warlock Lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. The combination of his evil arts and the great Titan's power will surely destroy us all. You are the last of the line of kings, the seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Only you can stop the evil one from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Gritting your teeth, you swear by your god's name that you will destroy the Warlock Lord. Now we just gotta figure out how to get in. Oh, what's this? We got some skull action. As if by magic, the skull rises. Alright. Just gonna get the old 5-finger discount on this key. There we go. Pixel perfect. You gotta have that pixel perfect click. Okay, now we got the key. I'm gonna open this door up. The door is open. Yeah, it is. The door leading to the... Oh, is it really? I mean, it's the first door we came to. So I'm assuming that's how we get in the place. I'm just saying. That pitiful wizard, Lackmer, was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. You will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is a horrible death. The sound of the maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. You're like, yeah, whatever. Bring it on. Alright, first and foremost, grab every single freaking torch that you see. Every one of them. Every freaking one of them. Now, if you got the game memorized like I do, you probably don't need half of them, but you want to grab them anyways. Now, we're going to use that key on this door right here. As you see it open, we're going to move up in there. There's going to be a book in here we're going to have to investigate. The stone walls seem uncomfortably close as you walk down the stairs. Alright. First off, like I said, gonna pull a little sticky fingers action on these torches. There's one for me. And one for me. Now we are gonna open up the book. And you find out there's a hole been cut in the book. Hey, we got key number 2. With the same precedent in hand, we're going to steal that key and make it our own. Alright, the book is empty. I'm going to back out of there. You stand in a long corridor. Huge stone archways lines the entire hall. Very nice. Let's see. I think we want to use key number 2 on this broom closet looking thing. Click. The key worked. It unlocked the door. Hell yeah, it did. Alright, now we're going to mosey. We're going to motivate on through that door. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, as you enter, you can see a sword and a sling. And guess what we're going to take? The sword is in hand. The sling was taken. And I think that's about it. So we're going to move back out of this room. Once again, back to the long corridor. Huge stone archways line the entire hall. Alright, now we got to move. We're going to move through this door again. The stone passage winds to an unseen end. Let's see. I think we want to open up that little white thing right here. Bada boom, bada bang. Now we want to move through there. The stone falls away to reveal a secret passage. Alright. So now that we got that opened up, click on that so we can enter this room. And what do we get? As soon as you enter the room, you see an arrow on the front wall. And you also see 2 torches on the side that you're going to take. Grab that dandy dandy arrow right quick first. The arrow is in hand. Nothing happened. I wonder if you could use it. No. Only options to take. I could have swore you could just... You moved. There it is. I knew he had to do something with one of them torches. I thought it was that one on the right, but it's clearly the one on the left. I remembered it wrong. Alright, now we want to move in there regardless. Well, we got a good bridge and we got a busted-ass bridge. You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. From the dark mist below arise the screams of the dead. This cave is a huge, roughly in the chasm. Now we're going to take the good bridge. What is this? A wraith is standing in your way. Bury your path. You can bar this, buddy. Alright, so you want to grab that torch that is not among your other torches. Okay, you want to grab this and you want to light that torch. It's by itself. The single torch. There you go. The torch burns with a strange white flame. I gotta tell you, wraiths, they don't like white flames. They just don't like them. So what you want to do is you want to grab that white flame torch and you whip it right at its face. With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfed the undead apparition. When you open your eyes again, the wrath is gone. Poof! Be gone! Oh, is that a handy dandy cloak I'm seeing right there? I think it is. I might just borrow these torches. I don't think the behemoth will mind. I'm gonna grab this cloak right here. The cloak is in hand. Sure is. That's why I grabbed it. Alright, now you want to use the cloak on yourself. You try on the cloak and find it very unbecoming. It barely fits over your armor. Yeah, but you need it. So you're gonna use it. We're gonna open that door at the far end. And guess what? We gotta go in it. Ooh, we got the magic room. This is a small stone chamber. Is lined on one side by 2 barred portals. So you think you gotta look at this sign 2 or 3 times. 2 times. And you'll learn the spell rope backwards. Then obviously you want to use that spell on the rope laying in front of you. You speak it, so you put speak. You're gonna have to filter through your cards until you see spells. There it is. E4. And the rise will go straight up to that hole in the ceiling. There are many strange things in this world when you said the magic spell. Having stretched up to the hole, the rope stops moving. And there we go. Now you want to take... Well, that's not the one we wanted. Rolls in hand. I don't think we even needed that. Bottle 2, that's the one we want. Yeah, I see, you can't do nothing with it. Well, there are certain spots you can get rid of stuff in. I'll show you one of them. Okay, we're gonna move up into the mirror room. Oh, King Otto's Fair, huh? I'm gonna start off by snagging these handy dandy torches that somebody left behind. Obviously for us. Obviously. Yeah, what the hell, we'll take the broom. But I always say, if it ain't glued down, it's mine. Alright, so we got the broom. Torches. Getting the hell out of there. Once you back out of that room, you'll come into the cold hallway that's lined on either side with half a dozen coffins. First, I think we want to try to open this. The lid of the coffin is open. The mummy stands silently before you. Now you want to use the torch. It won't open. What? But we use my torch that's almost out. We're going to use it on the mummy. And that should leave us a scepter. The mummy bursts into flames, leaving behind a scepter among the ashes. That's what we need. We need that scepter. So we're going to take scepter. Scepter is in hand. Alright. You gotta have the scepter. You need that for the end of the game. Open the door behind you. Let's see. Yeah, we want to go through that door. That'll put us in this. The stones in these walls are probably cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarves. Okay, that's very specific. But hey, whatever. Okay, so we want to open the door on the right. If we can, we're going to try to move through that same door. There we go. A shark swims by as if patrolling this calm pool. Let's see what we can find. We got a torch. Okay, what's going on here? Use torch. There we go. Once the music starts playing, you got to use a torch, or it's game over. Your game's just over. So make sure you have a torch always lit. All right, you just want to open this back door, and you want to enter that. Move, what have you. Water cascades over the subterranean cliff into a cool, clean stream. All right, you want to take a couple of these rocks. Need a little ammo for your sling, you know what I'm saying? I grab a couple. What, you can't take any more? Come on, no, you can take more than that. The stone is okay. 3. Alright, there's 4 stones. Oh, you can't pick that one up. Okay. I just pick them all up. You never know. You never know. The way is blocked by a landslide, and even with your might, you cannot clear yourself a path. Well. So you must have to click on the sides of this thing. Yeah. I know you can get in there somehow. The walls in this room are much too close for comfort. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular. Yeah, it looks pretty creepy in there. You gotta hit this. Pow. Right in the kisser. Alright, so you want to open that sack up. Get the pointer on it. Bag 1 is open, and what do we got in there? That contains 3 large jewels. And you will need every single one of them. Do yourself a favor and grab all 3. Alright, that room is done, so we want to move on out of there. We're standing in a dark underground cavern again. Alright, we just want to move back out of here. And move back out of here. We have no means to deal with the shark yet, but we will. Alright, now let's open that door on the left. And then let's go do some exploring. Well, that's rather disturbing, but stench of flesh in decay. You begin to shiver. The room is cold. So what we want to do, open that door. You're going to grab these torches too. Because you can never have enough torches. And when the torch goes out, you're basically F'd in this game. You're dead. So you don't want to let your torch go out. Alright, so now you need to find one of the gems. Yeah, the white one. And you stick it in this little hole right there. Bada boom. Fits perfectly, as a matter of fact. And we're going to take the crystal. Crystal ball is ours now. The sphere. I guess that's what we're calling it. Alright, we're going to move through this doorway now. Ooh, the fun part. This is probably where most people get cooked. You don't want to pick up more than 3 or 4 items at a time. I'd say 3. Just leave the room and go back in it, and you'll get 3 more shots. Any more than that, and you'll be roasted. Grab the handy dandy torch, and he's gonna spit fire at you once again. It's getting hot. You don't know how much more longer you can take. Oh, we still gotta grab the spear. Shield's protecting our butt so far. Getting a little too hot for comfort now. You want to grab the hammer and then you're done. Again, flame speweth forth. You use the shield for protection. Getting high. You don't know how much more you can withstand. Well, we're done in here, so let's get the hell on out of here. Everything we need. Things of rotten meat. That's a pretty foul smell. Right now, we want to move back out. Four doorways in here? Yeah. We want to go back over this way. Now that we got the spear, we can deal with this room. So you want to use the sphere, put it right on the water. Freeze that son of a bitch. Turns into ice. Bada boom, bada bing. Alright. So now you want to take the key. Now this is a little tricky part here. You want to get all this stuff back. So you take the key. Now that you don't need to walk on it. Now we're gonna remelt the ice. We're gonna use the torch on the ice. It's gonna let that sphere float back to the top. Alright. The lake freezes, but we can get the spear. Okay, we got our spear back. So that part's done. Now we're going to go backtrack here a little bit. Oh, good old enslaved mountain doors. Can't go wrong. Move up here to the left. Oh, what do you know? We're back in the mirror room. The Elven Funhouse at King Otto's Fair. Alright, now we're back inside the small room. Or the magic room. The rope room, I guess everyone calls it. No, there's a little door there somewhere. There it is. Alright, now you want to mosey on. What's this? Did I leave a torch behind? I don't think so. Not on my watch. Alright, now we can mosey on through the door. Ooh, we got 10 torches. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, this looks like a dead end. You want to go back onto your cards and find one of your gemstones. There it is. You want the blue one. I'm gonna jam that right in this hole right here, just like that. Oh, here's the sound of grinding stone. That can't be good. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard. Listen, warrior, the Warlock Lord can only be defeated by the courage and the Staff of Ages. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Have thy wits about thee, warrior. Fare thee well. The wall slides back into place, hiding the image from your sight. A scroll appears. Well, I guess we better take that scroll. It ain't glued down, is it? Nope, it's mine. Scroll reads, as the shadow of the wind thou shalt be. Humana. Alright, we learned a new spell. Scroll 2 quickly vanishes because you've learned the magic. Alright, get the hell out of this room. Back into the rope room. Which we don't need to be, so let's get the hell on out of there. Now we're back into King Otto's Elven Fun Room. Let's see, we're gonna use this handy dandy hammer on the middle glass. You shatter the mirror, revealing an iron door. It just so happens that key number 3 that we got off the skeleton happens to open that door. Alright. Now let's go check it out and see what we just unlocked. Let's check it out. What do we got? Oh! The room of fiery death and pain and suffering! Yeah, it's pretty crazy looking. You want to use... Take the sphere. There it is. Take the sphere. Just say, what the hell, and just fire it over the freaking bridge right into the flames. Oh, wait a minute. I want to open that door real quick. Yeah, because if you don't do that, you won't see this part. So I'll click on the open door real quick so you can see that part. Alright, now we want to use the sphere. Now that we got a witness to his own death. We want to use it on the fire. You hurl the sphere into the fire below. The hell-spawned flames quickly vanish as soon as the sphere touches them. With nothing to feed itself on, the fire drake immediately follows suit. See ya! Wouldn't wanna be ya! Now, this is a spot where if you have any inventory items that you're absolutely positive, surely you do not need, you could throw them in the oily pit and get them out of your inventory. There's only a few spots like this. The other one's the water fountain. I picked up a bunch of crap we don't need. Where is it? Bottle 1, I believe is. Yeah, so let's take bottle 1. Use. Maybe use. Is that like a glitch? Does that say 90 torches? Wow, that's weird. What is that? 10. Oh, it was a 10. That was a 1? Alright, apparently Nintendo had some questionable graphics back in the day. Well, that looks like a 1. How come the other thing didn't look like a 1? It looked like it said like 90. Alright, it was clearly not. Alright, see, as I clearly showed you, you can throw stuff down in there in the oily pit. Get it out of your inventory, but make sure you don't need it. Because once you toss it, you are screwed. Oh, look at this innocent looking bridge that I could probably just walk across and there's nothing that's going to pop up to the side and ask me for a toll. Oh, damn it. Now this is where the spell comes in handy. Oh, it's going to cost me a gold coin, huh? Hey, you know what? How about I just stab you in the face? The troll flies silently into the dark cavern. You listen, but you do not hear him crash. Well, I took an eye. Want to charge me a toll? I'm gonna take your eyeball. All right, let's mosey on across that son of a bitch. Oh, what's this? We got his cousin over here now. The old one-eyed Gorgon. I don't know what the hell that thing is. But since we got a sling, I'm going to use the stone on your sling to load it up. You put the small stone in the sling. Now, you want to use your sling going past it. And you want to hit that one-eyed son of a bitch right in the dead center of that big old eyeball. As soon as you start twirling the sling, the magical influence takes over in your body. You cry out, "Death to the Philistine," and release the stone. Bullseye! Take that, you son of a bitch! Oh, it's not over yet. Now you take the sword and you stick that son of a bitch. Blood pours out of the wound and onto the grass. You will not be a problem anymore. Alright, so you want to crank this handle right here. Oh, the small bucket. Alright. Let's open this bucket. And what do we have in the bucket? Oh, is that a gauntlet? Huh. That's a weird place to hide a gauntlet. And you definitely want to equip that. Yeah, where's it at? Gauntlet, there it is. Use gauntlet on self. Boom, there you go. Alright, feels like it was made just for me. Alright, that's even better. Alright, we're going to open that long door down there all the way down. And what the hell, let's go through it. A long, drafty hallway with one flight of stairs and several open passages. Yeah, there's a lot of doors here. First things first, Operation Five Finger on the torch. Bring our total back up to 10, I believe. Alrighty, now what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We're making pretty good time, though. Let's see. I think we want to go through this first door right here. Yes, this is the room. It's a small library. Let's see. Open the drawer. Or the desk. I guess you open the desk. Get ready to take some stuff. Your hand begins to sweat because of your extreme excitement. Damn. Lands under the heavens, the key to the world. Terra Terra. You learned one magic spell. Alright. That's kick-ass. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 3 disappears into thin freaking air. Scroll 4 is open. You've read the scroll. To move the sun from far to near, light is what the darkness fears. Instantum illumina. You've learned one magic skill. Alright, naturally, once you chant it, it disappears. Poof. Now we want to go back down to take. You want to take the glasses and the key. So you want key 5 and you want the glasses. Close the desk. Let's see. Use. Let's see here. Still, yeah, there you go. You want to put the glasses on. Oh, they fit perfectly, and you can see very well. That's just a double bonus. The book is open. Wow, with these glasses, you can understand and read what you could not before. The light grows faint, the path winds round. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream, for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, you must place the key. A bridge to from, amidst burning death, demon to guard. Mortari Risette. Alright, we're just banging out those magic spells now. As the spell was chanted, obviously the book disappears into thin freaking air. Because that's what magical books do around these parts of the woods, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, the red gem. It looks like it's going to fit in that hole very nicely. Oh, and it does. Oh, a hidden passageway, huh? I'll move on right here now. Ooh, what do we got in here? Looks like a nice little fireplace room. People were chilling. We're going to be grabbing some stuff. We're going to need the bellows. We're going to need those for the old Quizmaster. Or oh, let's see. Yeah, the mana core. Or whatever that thing is. Riddles. You gotta use it to answer riddles. That's what it is. Alright, you want to use this spell right here. Now let us get into this globe thing. You have to open it still, though. There we go. E6 and bottle 5. E6 is in hand. And we do not want bottle 5. Alright, we're moving back out of here. Back to the long, drafty hallway. Alright. Ooh, it smells like a kennel in here. And there's no windows. That's even worse. Okay, so we gotta grab a few things here. We're gonna grab the horseshoe. Or the Percy shoe. Let's see. We're gonna have to wrong way. Use a stone on. No, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Stone rises slowly out of the floor with a shining vial inside it. That's what we're looking for. Definitely want to take that. Alright, done with that. Alright, we got the water. Alright. Then we're going to move on down this little pit thing. Ah, there's the fountain. Now you're going to need the gauntlet. So hopefully you're following this guide. If you don't have the gauntlet, it gets real bad. By using the silver gauntlet, you remove the flute easily. The sound of the water splashing is music to your ears. Oh, but it's not over yet. Now you want to use the flute. And there's a hole in the tree. Alright, now we're going to grab that. The ring is in hand. Alright. Get the hell back out of here. Alright, I'm gonna open that door. And let's move through it. Alright, this fun room. You are awed by the majestic beauty of this immense banquet hall. Nope, trying to use my freaking torches. There we go. Get rid of that rig right quick. That rug, burn that rug away. Oh, is there a key? That's my key. Key number 4. Mirror is in hand. We're gonna take that mirror too. Now, use key number 4 on the bottom door. Matter of fact, you can use all the keys on the doors. I'm going to use key 5 on the door up here. Bada boom. Key worked. Key number 6. You guessed it. Door over here. Alright, that's just to save us a little time. Now we want to motivate. Torch is lit. Okay, just make sure we don't... Sure looks like it says 90 torches to me, but... I could be wrong. My eyes could be deceiving me, but that sure looks like 90. I know I only got 9. Or 10. Oh, here he is. Sphinx. I said Manicore. It's a Sphinx. He'll ask you a riddle, and you'll show him an item that would be the answer to the riddle. As you move, the Sphinx spoke. Who are you? I am no one. You must answer a riddle. It has towns, but no houses, forests, but no trees, rivers. Son of a... It was the map on the wall that I did not grab. Alright, so we gotta go back. Yeah. I wonder if you could snag those torches. Oh, those torches are lit, though. I wonder if you could snag the torches in his room. I'd really piss him right off. We better not mess with that. He'd get pissed. I think if you don't answer, he one-shots your ass. Alright, I already know I don't have the damn map. Son of a bitch. I don't remember grabbing it. There's no way. Nope. Alright. Let's go get it. The large banquet hall. Let me think. Was it before we got here? Or was it that bottom doorway? I think it was in here, wasn't it? And then what, that first one? About this one. There it is. Alright, take the freaking map. Now that should be everything. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Head back to the Sphinx. Alright, push through. Blah, 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 blah. Now we go up into here. And there's this jerk off again. Here we go. Alright, asshole. Alright. So Now we want to move past this little telling son of a bitch. A telescope room and a star map is on the wall. This must be the observatory. Yeah, it definitely looks like an observatory to me. That's what I'm going to go with. Final answer. Observatory. Alright, there's a few things going on here. A few things we got to do here. First, I'm going to take this star off this pink poster back here. And open this poster. The star map. Grab the rod. The rod is in hand. Hit. Yeah, we'll close that bad boy back up. Why? Hell, I don't know. Alright, nothing else of use in here, so we're going to move right on through. Oh, what the hell is this? You are so captivated by a woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. Yes, in the moonlight, she's even more beautiful. Oh, yeah? I'm going to show you how we deal with that. Aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. Wait, what? The beautiful lady suddenly transforms into a wolf. Man, I've seen that happen many times at the bar. Many times. It's uncanny. Alright, we're gonna grab the blade. Alright, go by the old prankster. Alright, now we're back into this room. So let's go up in this door now. Although the evening air is cool, the small circulates or radiates. So it's got you got two torches in there. Of course, it's got to radiate a little bit of heat. Whoa! What the hell is this son of a bitch? A large fireball suddenly appears in the room and causes you to shield your eyes. When you open them, you notice that the fire has changed into something far more menacing. The Siberius! He looks thirsty. Let's give him a little water. The holy water has sent the hellhound back into the place where he was spawned. Satan's butthole. Alright. Now it frees up the horn. Now we're going to grab that horn. Alright. Oh, what do we got here? Got an eerie blue dragon, huh? Alright. Now let's deal with this situation. Use the star on this son of a bitch. Boom! It strikes the wyvern and it explodes into 1,000,000 pieces. 1,000,000 pieces. Now, that's no bold statement. That's a bold statement. 1,000,000. That's not 100. That's not 1,000. That's not 10,000. That is 1,000,000. Okay. Work our way back out of here. Nice burnt rug they got there, though. You've entered a small corridor. 2 arched doorways wait patiently for you. Oh, let's see. First off, we're going to snag these torches that look like World War II stick grenades. Alright, and we're going to move to the door on the left first. Or doorway. Alright, so now we want to do some fancy pants maneuver juvers. And where the hell is it? There it is. You want to use the rod, and you want to stick the rod in this hole over here. Oh, like I'm telling you how to use a rod. Oh! You do your business over there, and the next thing you know, a hand's going to pop out. You are starting to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that is formed at your feet. And now we're going to take what it's offering, and it's three-fingered hand. Got the wand. Alright, we got the wand in hand. Let's move on over here. Oh, what do we got here? Well, the one looks like a ration from Metal Gear. The lightning lights up the countryside. Yeah, that's a pretty cool countryside out there. Blue mountains. Oh, holy bag of coins. We're going to take the 3 gold coins and the big coin. Alright, the bag has been dealt with. Bag 3 is closed. Well, let's get the hell out of there. Yeah, it's definitely a balcony. Back to this room now. Alright, making our way back. Keep going back. One more. Sharp cold wind whips over the ledge of a deep dark chasm. Back one more. So hot you begin to sweat profusely. And keep working our way back out of here. Alright, now we want to go down this little hole. The rope room. I'm going to move back out. Alright, now we're back to the 2 bridges room. You got one bridge don't work and the other one you can't cross until you use this spell. Dark bottle, I guess. It's a bottle, not a spell. Alright, so now we want to move to the broken bridge. Oh, we got a giant snake in here. Well, well, well. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got this magic wand. Big, huge shake and shudder. It is just your eyes. Oh, it shrinks into a little earthworm. No, it turns into the... Forms anew as a staff of tremendous beauty. Well, we're gonna take that staff that has tremendous beauty. And now it's our staff. It's called 5-finger discount. Alright, now we're done with the bridge room. We make our way back across all this mumbo jumbo. Alright, let's go and use can find it. There we go. Hurry up and use it. There we go. It's already used. Alright, I'll say that torch is almost cooked. Alright. Where were we? Alright, back to the funhouse room. Except now you want to move on through. Back past this. And lo and behold, guess who rears their ugly face again? Oh, he's got a spear this time. Oh, you want a gold? Yeah. You still ain't getting a gold, dude. Now what you want to do is you want to speak this handy dandy spell. Next one. Nope. Where is it? Must be all the way back, huh? Of course. Alright, you want to use Humana. Alright, that's how we get past him. That handy dandy spell right there, and you keep all your coins. Alright, now we're going to move. We're going to press forward. Alright, we want to do this one down here at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Not the one I'm looking for. Alright, I'm gonna head back down this way. Get everything in there? Yeah, I think we did get everything. It's gotta be up this way. Yeah, that's the drafty hallway. Alright, let me think for a second here. I think we have to go up this way. Then I'm gonna save this door. Yeah, okay, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is it. Small throne room. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. So now we want to use the scepter on the giant skeleton. There we go. That'll slide that plate down. Oh, gee, I wonder what goes in that slot. Now you want to put the ring in there. There it is. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises, revealing a secret doorway. Alright. Ooh, what do we got here? Large granite slabs. And I'm seeing 4 freaking torches. 11. Alright. 14 torches total after we get this last one. I don't know how the hell you're carrying 14 torches, but hey, God bless you. Alright, now we want to move. Head forward right through them 2 beams. And now we want to use another magic spell. Oh, not yet. Let's do this part first. Swimming would not be wise. Alright, we'll have to deal with it a different way then. Go to your spells and use Mortari. Alright. Now we can get across. There we go. It looks pretty sketchy going around that center part, but whatever. The lagmites surround this room like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. Alright, so first you want to click the one on the right. One in the center. And the one on the right again. Like magic. Momentarily dazzled. Silver orb. Well, we're going to take that silver orb. As soon as you remove the orb, the cylinder closes. Alright, well now we're going to move the hell on out of here. Back through this hellspawn room. You are in a dark and gloomy cavern. Well, let's take advantage of that. So now we want to go back to our spells. We want to use Illumina. Yep, gargoyles couldn't take it. They're still unable to recover. So while they're doing that, you want to hurry up and sneak to this room right here. Easy as that. Alright, so now we're in the well room. I'm going to use this little handy dandy handle right here and pop that baby open. Let's see. And what do we have? Where's the big coin at? There it is. You want to toss that big coin right down in there. As soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within. It reminds you of the small dust devils you see in the autumn months. That's wonderful. I mean, you can't do that. You gotta click on this thing? Oh boy. Alright. Alright, now we're in the gong room. You stand above the beach, looking down upon a river. Alright, pretty simple. You want to use the gong banger on the gong. Oh, we got the riverman. A specter materializes right before your eyes. The ghostly ferryman doesn't look friendly. You will hear a faint voice ask for a fare. Now you can give him a gold coin. He's cool. Gestures you to board quickly. Alright. What do you mean I can't do that? Click on the raft? Okay, that's how you do it. Oh, what do we got here now? You climb aboard the tiny raft and soon reach the opposite bank. The stone skull stands against the far wall. For some reason, you get the feeling you are standing on the sacred ground. Alright, so here is the talisman. There it is. We want to use the talisman on the first hole with the sword. And now you want to use the horn. The sound of the horn echoes loudly. Suddenly you hear the sound of the grinding rock. The jaws of the skull begin to descend. Hot wind erupts from the mouth, creating the illusion that the stone skull is alive. Alright, easy as that. Now you want to head down in here. Oh, who's this son of a bitch? Is this the evil son of a bitch we came to kill? I think it is. Ooh, they've got some lightning flashing in the background for bonus effect. Oh, check this evil son of a bitch out. From the depths rises the most powerful creature that has ever existed. The behemoth! Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. The beast is indeed incredible. You wonder for a moment, how can you defeat such a creature as this? Well, let me show you. First, you want to combine a few items here. You want to take this blade, and we want to use it right on this staff thing right here. The golden spike slides smoothly onto the staff and locks into place. I want to use the orb on the staff. Lightning cascades through the room as the staff becomes a living entity. Now you want to use the staff. Oh, you want to look at the staff and make sure everything's there. If it says this, you're good to go. So now, this is basically the end of the game. So now you want to use the staff on this big old red son of a bitch. You pray as you raise the staff of ages that it has the power that prophets claim. The staff pulsates with power and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the behemoth. And he looks pretty pissed off. Bye-bye. See ya. The creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in a great pain. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. You can hear the Warlock Lord screams fade into the silence. Suddenly it is very quiet. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern. The morning sun, you say to yourself, it is over. The evil bastard is dead. Although exhausted, you lean on the staff of ages and begin your long journey home. Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. As it should. We just kicked ass. We just kicked freaking ass. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace, where you are greeted by the king. I know what thou hast done, brave one. The world would be dark forever without thee. Yeah, we did a pretty good job. We kicked ass. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule in the king's fair daughter's hand. All right. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of and new tales to tell. That's right. The first story's ends. Now you'd think there'd be a bunch of sequels, but there wasn't any. Zero. Shadowgate 2, Shadowgate 3, nothing. You ended it so perfectly you could have set up for it. I think the game just had a crazy learning curve and people just didn't like it. Because this was back before internet, so you had to just basically take a weekend back then and play the game and try every single combination of everything until you figured it out. As there was no Google back then.